Hello everyone and welcome back to J1 Aviation. So today's topic is on GPS. So GPS is a satellite-based navigation system composed of a network of satellites. The system was originally built for the US military, but in the 1980s the government made it available for civilian use. The US was the first to have a GPS network, but since then other countries around the world have also launched GPS satellites. The nice thing about GPS is that it works anywhere in the world and in all weather conditions. So how it works is that the satellites broadcast a signal that is used by the receivers to determine your position. Then the receiver tracks multiple satellites to determine your actual location. So to determine your position, a GPS receiver must be locked on to the signal of at least 3 satellites for it to be able to calculate your two-dimensional position. So 2D being latitude, longitude, and then with that it can track your movement. However, once it has 4 or more satellites in view, your 3D position can be tracked. So that's your lat long plus your altitude. Now, usually this isn't a problem because these satellites are very high in orbit, and I think around 8 can be seen at any one time. Now, that's important because each satellite isn't always working. So part of the data received from the satellites is the operational status of that satellite. Now, GPS receivers verify the usability of the signals from the satellite through a method called RAIM, which stands for Receiver Autonomous Integrity Monitoring. Now, because all personal handheld GPS devices do not have RAIM checking, VFR pilots should not rely solely on GPS for navigation, but it should be backed up by another source of navigation such as pilotage and dead reckoning. So with that introduction on GPS, let's look at a few potential questions from the FAA Private Pilot Test Prep. So question number 1, how many GPS satellites are required to yield a 3-dimensional position, latitude, longitude, and altitude? 5, 6, or 4? So the answer is C. At least 4 GPS satellites are required to provide a 3D position, which is your latitude, longitude, and altitude. Question number 2, if Receiver Autonomous Integrity Monitoring RAIM capability is lost in flight, A, the pilot may still rely on GPS-derived altitude for vertical information, B, the pilot has no assurance of accuracy of the GPS position, or C, GPS position is reliable provided at least 3 GPS satellites are available. So the answer is B, RAIM is used by GPS receiver to verify the integrity of the satellite signal. So without RAIM, there's no assurance of accuracy. Question number 3, which of the following is a true statement concerning GPS? A, advances in technology make it possible to rely completely on GPS units. B, GPS databases and paper navigational charts are updated at the same time. Or C, navigating by GPS must be integrated with other forms of navigation. So yes, the answer is C, and this is especially important if using a GPS system without RAIM checking. So integrity isn't monitored without RAIM checking. So it's a good idea to use GPS and back it up with pilotage and dead reckoning. So question number 4, GPS is, ground-based, satellite-based, or antenna-based. So the FAA has given you an easy one here. Of course, it's answer B. It's a satellite-based system. And then the last one, what is a consideration when using a handheld GPS for VFR navigation? A, position accuracy may degrade without notification. B, RAIM capability will be maintained for entire flight. Or C, waypoints will still be accurate even if the database is not current. So the answer here is A. While a handheld GPS receiver can provide excellent navigation capabilities for VFR pilots, position accuracy may degrade without notification, and that is tied to the lack of RAIM checking. So there you go, everyone. A little review on GPS. Thanks, everyone, for riding along today. We'll hope you join us on a future flight, and thanks for flying J1 Aviation.